We have created something amazing. We've created an online circle skirt pattern generator. This is going to allow you to create the perfect circle skirt no matter what kind of fabric you're using. If you've been having issues cutting out circle skirts where they just stretch out and they're no longer the size you cut out, or maybe you're in between sizes, this circle skirt generator fixes those issues. Our circle skirt generator even takes into account what kind of fabric you're using. How much is it actually going to stretch out when you cut it on the circle? And you can use this circle skirt generator for any kind of circle pattern you want to create. Maybe you want to create a bell sleeve. Maybe you want a flounce on the bottom of your skirt. You just type in that circumference and it's going to generate a circle pattern for you. And it's free to use. Now I'm going to show you how to use the circle skirt generator to get that perfect circle skirt. And then at the end, I'm going to show you how to sew up the circle skirt with an invisible side seam zipper. To start using the calculator, we need two measurements. We're going to measure our waist and how long we want the skirt to be. So I'm going to use the dress form here. Now I'm going to use the natural waist. So we're just going to wrap this around, and our dress form here has about 25.5 inches for the waist. And if you want to know where your natural waist is, just bend over like a teacup and it's where your body indents. It's a lot higher than you probably think. You can also create an elastic waist circle skirt with the skirt generator. And if you want to do that, all you need to do is take your hip measurement plus 2 inches and put it in the little section that says waist measurement. And this will give you a circle skirt big enough to go over your hips and add elastic to your waistband. Next, you need to know how long you want your skirt to be. Do you want it floor length? Do you want it midi length? Do you want it mini length? I'm going to go pretty short today. So I'm going to go 17 inches. And when you're measuring your length of the skirt, measure from your natural waist down. And now you also need to select your fabric, because part of what we're going to input into the calculator to get that perfect circle is going to depend on your fabric. And today I'm going to be using a purple chambray. Before we move on, if you're enjoying Sew Anastasia, make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. And if you want to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out our online and in-person courses. There's links down below for everything. Now let's get back to that circle skirt. Now we're going to get the last number we need to put into the calculator, and that's how stretchy your fabric is when it gets cut on the bias. So if you're new to circle skirts, what happens in a circle skirt is when we cut the waist, it's in a circle. So there's points on that circle that are on a bias. And when something's cut on a bias, it stretches like crazy. So depending on your fabric, let's say you have a really thin, beautiful chiffon fabric, that is going to stretch out like crazy compared to a heavy, stiff denim fabric, which really isn't going to stretch at all on the bias. So this is really going to affect the fit on your waist of the circle skirt. So to calculate the stretch, you're going to print out this page. And this page is right on the circle skirt generator. It says fabric stretchiness. Just click on it and this will pop up for you. So what we're going to do with this paper is just cut out this little pizza pie shape right here. And you can see the little scissor icon there. So that's gonna tell us to cut this out. And we want to cut all the way around. You want to cut on all of the black lines. Do not leave these extra little bits of paper on here. This will make a difference. Now that we have our little pie shape here, we're going to cut this out of our fabric. And it's going to be important that we are placing this properly on our fabric. Now, when we're cutting out the circle stretch gauge, we need to make sure that one of the straight sides is parallel with the selvage. And the selvage is that bound edge. Sometimes it has this frayed edge, has these little perforation dots in it. That's where it comes off the loom. So we're gonna make sure that the straight edge is parallel with the selvage. And now we're going to cut out the shape here. Now we can remove this. And I want you to just cut down maybe like an inch or so on each side too, so that way we actually have the little like sides here. We don't want to have any extension here because we don't accidentally want this line here to be any longer. We want this curved edge here to be the length of this curved edge here on the paper. Now we need to figure out the stretchiness of the fabric since we've cut the curve into it. So we place one end of the fabric there right by the arrow, and we're going to essentially pull it along this line. You're going to straighten it out. Now, when you're doing this, you don't need to like super stretch it because it's not how you're going to be sewing it into your garment. You want it to be comfortable on here, but you want it to stretch out. So you can see that I'm going beyond 1 here. So I'm ending up at like 112. So this is going to be my number for the calculator in the stretchiness guide. And if your fabric just goes to 1, that means that there's no stretch in it, because the length of this curved shape here is the same length from the start to 1. So anything beyond 1 is the amount that it's stretching. Now it's time to put the numbers that we have into the generator. So you're gonna go to Sew.ac/circle. And the circle skirt generator is gonna be on the screen there for you. There'll be a link for that down below as well. And you're gonna notice you have to choose your units. You can either choose between inches and centimeters. I'm going to be using inches today. So I have that selected. And now we're going to put in the waist size. So I'm gonna put in my waist size, so 26.5. And remember that fabric stretchiness number? Well, we gotta put that in right here. So 1.12. And now we're going to put in the unhemmed skirt length. And my number for that is going to be 17. So those are all the measurements that we need in here. So just 3 of them. And now we're going to click download circle skirt SVG. This is going to give you an SVG file. You can see right here, it pops up. We can go ahead and click on that. It is that easy. There is the circle skirt pattern just like that. But let's go over some settings for printing and how you can save it. So now we have it, it's downloaded on our computer. We can go to print, so file and print. Now you want to make sure you have all of the settings over here selected correctly. Now I do have a large format printer, so that is why I have this large format printer here selected. And then you want to make sure that you're going to more settings. So select the proper paper size. Since this is a large format, you cannot get this to print as small pages unless you know how to print as a poster. So you want to make sure that your scale, go ahead, click custom, make sure it's 100%. If this is not 100%, it is going to print the incorrect size, which we don't want. We just spent so much time getting the perfect circle skirt size, right? You don't want these 2 here selected. You don't need headers and footers. You don't need background graphics. And you should be good to go. And then all you need to do is select print if you're at a large format printer, and it's going to print it out for you. We also have the test square over here, 2x2, so that way you can double check it and make sure it did print properly for you. And if you want to print it on a home printer, what you need to do is save it and open it up in a different program. If you do want to print this file on your home printer, you totally can. It is possible, but you're going to have to open it up in a different program, Illustrator, Inkscape, Adobe Acrobat. You're going to have to open it up somewhere else, so that way you can print it into smaller sheets, cut it, tape it together. So you're going to hit save as PDF, and then you can save it. And you're going to notice that it has changed. So my paper size, we want to make sure it's A0. That's how we're saving it. So make sure we have the full skirt here. You don't want to just save a section of it, because that's all it would save for a letter. So we got to make sure A0 is selected, and still make sure your scale is 100%. Otherwise it will not be saving the correct size. And then you can click save. You go ahead, you can rename it. You can leave it right now what it's named, SA for Sew Anastasia, circle skirt. And then it's going to have the waist and then the length. That's what those 2 numbers are there. So I can go ahead, I can save this to my folder and click save. And now I've saved my circle skirt. So here's the circle skirt pattern that I generated from the measurements I put in. All the information is here on the skirt. It'll say what waist measurement you put in, the length, and the seam allowance on this is 3/8 of an inch. And it's telling you to cut to on fold. And over here is our fold indicator, so you know which side to place it on. Can you believe it was that easy to create a circle skirt pattern? All we had to do was put in a few measurements and we got it like that. This opens up the possibilities for getting those perfect circles, whether it's on a sleeve, a neck, a skirt, a hem, a flounce. Oh my gosh, endless possibilities over here. I know I'm excited. I can't wait to see your circle skirts. Now let's go over cutting out the circle skirt and sewing it together. I have my pattern laid out. So the fold of my pattern is on the fold of the fabric, and I'm going to cut all the way around, but don't cut open the fold. And now that I have one cut out, I'm gonna do the same thing and cut out one more. So now I have both circle skirt panels cut out. Now that we have our skirt panels, we need to cut out a waistband, and this can just be a rectangle. Now, the length of it needs to be that waist measurement that you put into the calculator plus 5/8 of an inch, because we've got that 3/8 of an inch seam allowance on the side. Now that you know the length of waistband you need to consider the height of it. So the waistband is just a rectangle. So if we want a waistband that's 1 inch, we actually need it 2 inches so we can fold over the other inch on the other side, plus seam allowance, which is 3/8 and 3/8. So we're going to need a rectangle that is 2 and 5/8 of an inch high, and then your waist plus 5/8 in length. Now I have my waistband cut out and I fused some interfacing to the back of it. Next, you need to finish the edges on the side seam. So we've got 4 seams that need to be finished. You can do this with a serger, a zigzag, an overcast. You could bias bind it, your choice. I'm going to be using the serger today. So I'm going to be serging all the straight sides on the skirt. We've got 4 of them. So now I have those edges serged. Next, we are going to sew together one of the side seams here. So I'm going to sew together the right-hand side seam so I can leave open the left, but it's symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter which one you sew. And I have my fabric right sides together. I know it looks the same on both sides. I have the seam sewn together and I've ironed open my seam allowance. Next step is pinning the waistband to the waist and sewing it up with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Just make sure you have right sides together and make sure that your seam allowance at the side is still pressed open. So really starting to come together and look like a circle skirt. Now we're gonna move on to the invisible zipper. If you need help inserting an invisible zipper, make sure you check out one of my tutorials on that. The link will be down below for you. So I've got my invisible zipper in here and it's looking great, and the waistline seam here is lining up, which is really important. Now it's time to finish the waistband. So there's a bunch of different ways you can finish the inside of a waistband. Today, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna serge the edge and then we're gonna flip it down and do a stitch in the ditch. You could put bias binding here. You could attach a lining to here. You could fold under the seam allowance and end up hand sewing it down. So many different methods. But today we're gonna finish the edge and then we take the waistband, we flip it back on top of the zipper. We sew right next to the zipper. This gives us a really nice clean edge here next to the zipper. So now those ends are looking great by the zipper. So we just sewed right there and then you just pop it back and then you get that really nice finish by the waistband. Now we're gonna take the waistband, we're gonna iron it in half and then we're going to stitch in the ditch. So we're gonna stitch right in the seam below the waistband, and this is going to catch the waistband in the back, securing it. Now this is the simplest way to finish the waistband. Like I said before, tons of other ways to do this. This is going to be the simplest way. Now the waistband is complete. We have one step left, and that is finishing the hem. Now, simplest way, finish the edge, flip it up once, 1/4 of an inch, stitch it down. Bam, it's done. But there are a ton of other ways to hem things. So choose your favorite method and add it to the bottom of your circle skirt. I hemmed the skirt and we are complete. We now have a custom made circle skirt. All we needed to do is put in 3 measurements in that circle skirt generator and bam, we got a circle skirt. So cool. And if you know someone who'd also like to make a circle skirt, well, make sure you share this video with them. Thanks so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions about the circle skirt generator or sewing up a circle skirt, leave it down below. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And if you want to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person courses here in Chicago. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio right now, well, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!